Don't look back. If you're checking the rear view, you're losing ground. Foot down. Let's go. Don't look back. I'm a bullet in the chamber, I'm a lightning in the bottle. I don't know the break pad, I only know the throttle. Everything is brave when you're moving at this rate. I'm 100 miles ahead of the whispers in the hate. See the lines on the road, they're the stitches in the map. I'm a wood in every guitar, I'm a wood in every track. Got the wind in my lungs and the iron in my grip. I'm a captain on a mission, I ain't sinking with the ship. Adrenaline is pumping, yeah, it's coursing through the frame. I'm a localized disaster, I'm a wildfire in the rain. I don't see the limits and I don't see the signs. I'm just carving out a future on these double yellow lines. Got 100 on the dash and I'm looking for some more. Got my heart in the engine and my foot against the floor. I'm a streak of silver light, I'm a shadow in the night. Everything is perfect when the speed is feeling right. 100 on the dash, I'm never coming back. 100 on the dash, I'm burning up the track. Watch the needle hit the red, watch the needle hit the max. I'm a ghost upon the pavement, I don't leave a single tax. On my soul, I'm a spirit in the wind. I'm a winner by a mile, for the race is even begin. The tunnel vision hitting, I can only see the goal. I got heaven in my sights and the devil in my role. I'm a king of the asphalt, the god of the gear. I'm the only thing moving in the water, frozen fear. Too fast to cry, too fast to die. I'm living in the seconds, let the others pass by. Shit, push, fly. Got 100 on the dash and I'm looking for some more. Got my heart in the engine and my foot against the floor. I'm a streak of silver light, I'm a shadow in the night. Everything is perfect when the speed is feeling right. 100 on the dash, I'm never coming back. 100 on the dash, I'm burning up the track. Catch me if you can. Actually, don't bother, I'm already gone. It's 7 a.m. The house is too quiet. Even the steam stopped rising. Just like us. I'm staring at the ceramic, dark and still, sitting on the coaster against my will. I remember when it was steaming, the burnt sugar rush before the heavy weight of the morning after hush. Now there's a film on the surface, a cloud in the cup. I'm waiting for a good morning that isn't showing up. I take a sip out of habit and it freezes my tongue. A bitter reminder of the songs we haven't sung. It's the taste of the over, the flavor of the done. The shadows are stretching where there used to be sun. I'm holding the handle like it's keeping me sane, but the heat is all gone, only the dregs remain. And it's just cold coffee in a kitchen built for two. I'm drinking down the memory of waking up with you. Bitter on the tongue, colder than the frost, calculating everything the two of us just lost. Yeah, it's cold coffee. It's a swallow of regret. The hardest morning that I haven't finished yet. There's a ring on the table where your mug used to be. A permanent circle, a ghost mark on me. I should pour it in the sink, I should wash it away, but it's the only thing left of our yesterday. You're probably across town, starting your brew, adding the sugar like you always used to do, while I'm sitting in the wreckage of a lukewarm dream, trying to find the comfort in the absence of this steam. Microwave it, no, it wouldn't be the same. You can't fake the fire once you smother the flame. It's stale, it's stagnant, it's black and it's blue. It's exactly how it feels to be living without you. And it's just cold coffee in a kitchen built for two. I'm drinking down the memory away waking up with you. Bitter on the tongue, colder than a frost, calculating everything the two of us just lost. Yeah, it's cold coffee. It's a swallow of regret. The hardest morning that I haven't finished yet. I'll leave it there. Maybe it'll disappear if I don't look. Nah. It just gets colder. Everything just gets colder. Yeah. They said nothing grows here. They said the ground was too hard. They were wrong. Look, yeah, look, cracks in the pavement. That was my playground, where the dreams get buried and the screams make no sound. Mama praying in the kitchen, lights flickering low, while I'm out chasing shadows where the wild things go. I saw the giants fall before they ever reached their peak. In a city that'll break you if your spirit's feeling weak. But I found a little sunlight in a dark alleyway, a reason to keep breathing through the ashes in the gray. I'm the product of the pressure, I'm the diamond in the rough. The world tried to fool me, but I made it tougher stuff. They predicted my winter before I saw my spring, but you can't clip the shadow of a bird on the wing. They said the soil was too dry for a soul to grow, but I'm the rose that broke the stone, just to let them know. Petals made of iron, roots reaching through the floor. I'm blooming in the places they don't go to anymore. Concrete roses growing through the grave. Concrete roses, we're finding our own way. Now my name is on the bricks where I used to just lean, turning nightmares into visions, turning static into sheen. I remember every note, every door that stays shut, every scar upon my skin, every deep-seated cut. They're just maps to the glory that are inking in the pen. I go back to the bottom just to climb it all again, cause the view from the rooftop, it's a little bit different. When you started in the basement where the air was indifferent, water me with sweat, sun me with the lights. I'm a miracle in motion through these cold urban nights. Break the surface, claim the surface. They said the soil was too dry for soul to grow, but I'm the rose that broke the stone, just to let them know. Petals made of iron, roots reaching through the floor. I'm blooming in the places they don't go to anymore. Concrete roses growing through the grave. Concrete roses, we're finding our own way. Yeah, from the dirt to the sky, keep growing, even when they tell you there's no room. Concrete roses, they say the internet never forgets, but I'm trying to force it to. Select all. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. I'm scrubbing the timeline, cleaning the feed, cutting the roots of a digital weed. 3 years of us in a crowd of data. I'll deal with the actual feelings later. Scroll to the bottom, find the first post. Back when I loved you the absolute most. Now you're a tag I'm trying to remove while I'm stuck in a low resolution groove. The conversation, it's relational cleansing, that's what they call it. Taking your face out the digital wallet, revoking the access, changing the code, cleaning the wreckage off the information road. Psych, 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 psych. I got gotta delete history, wipe the cache, turn all the us into digital ash. No more on the state, popping up on the screen, trying to go back to where we haven't been. Clear the cookies, empty the trash before I have another emotional crash. Delete history, start a new page, escaping the bars of a pixelated cage. The conversation, the conversation, yeah. Lurking on your profile, checking the likes, wondering if you're out on those late night hikes with somebody new with a different handle. Is our entire life just a burnt out candle? I'm untagging photos of that trip to the coast, trying to ignore your digital ghost. The algorithm thinks that we're still a pair, but there's zero connection in the wireless air. University of Colorado Boulder, University of Colorado Boulder. How to forget? Is it over yet? How to stop looking at her silhouette? Enter. Confirm. No more wheat in the search term. You see Santa Cruz news. You see Santa Cruz news. I gotta delete history, wipe the cache, turn all the us into digital ash. No more on this day popping up on the screen, trying to go back to where we haven't been. Clear the cookies, empty the trash before I have another emotional crash. Delete history, start a new page, escaping the bars of a pixelated cage. The conversation, the conversation. Browsing data cleared, 0 MB remaining. So why does it still feel so heavy? Fresh start. Tab.
Yeah. 0 to 60 in the blink of a thought. Check the gauges. Pressure's rising. Welcome to the heat. Yeah. Piston driven, I'm the rhythm in the iron chest. I don't need a break, I don't need a second to rest. Got the torque in the tongue, get the grease on the gears. I've been grinding in the beef for a million years. Look at the spark, look at the fire, look at the fuse. I'm the heavy machinery they're gonna use to break down the walls and to level the street. I'm the heartbeat of the city, I'm the soul of the beat. I'm redlining, baby, I'm pushing the limit. If there's a record to break, then I'm already in it. The valves are screaming, the oil is black, and there's 1,000 horses pulling on my back. Welcome to the engine room, feel the floor shake. I'm the power in the shadow that you can't quite break. Gears turning, bridges burning, leave them in the dust. In the world of the plastic, I'm the iron in the rust. Engine room, pumping through the veins. Engine room, snapping all the chains. I'm a mechanical monster, a lyrical motor. I'm turning the rotor, I'm killing the odor of failure and doubt. I'm the one they're about to discover is over the top of the quota. I'm fueled by the fiction, I'm fueled by the heat. I'm the only one standing on both of my feet, while the rest of them stalling, the rest of them smoke. I'm the punchline of the world, and I'm making the joke harder, faster, stronger, louder, mixing up the lead and the gun louder. I'm the heart of the beast. I'm the heart of the beast. Welcome to the engine room. Feel the floor shake. I'm the power in the shadow that you can't quite
I used to vibrate on a lower level. The signal just got stronger. Watch the shift. I was tuned to this tune, 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 to this tune. I was tuned to the static, tuned to the hate. Walking in a circle, just a prisoner of fate. Listening to the whispers in the back of the club. Looking for a diamond in the mount, in the mud. But the frequency was off, the energy was low. I was moving fast, but I had nowhere to go. Then I felt the vibration, a hum in my chest, telling me it's time to put the old me to rest. I'm recalibrating, I'm changing the tone. I'm building a frequency that's strictly my own. The ways I'm getting higher, the vision is clear. I'm leaving all the gravity of yesterday here. Catch the frequency shift, feel the air start to move. I'm stepping out the box and I'm finding my groove. From the low-res life to the 4K dream, I'm a different kind of monster, different kind of being. Frequency shift, I'm tuned in now. Frequency shift, let me show you how. Yeah. Now the signal is pure, no distortion in the lead. I'm planting the vision like a digital seed. I don't hear the critics, they're on a different band. Broadcasting from a desert while I'm living in the land of the high fidelity, the top tier flow. I got 1,000 watts of power everywhere that I go. It's a cellular upgrade, a soul level jump. I can feel the universe in every bass drum.
High vibration, new location. I'ma broadcast to the whole damn nation. Can you feel it? Can you hear the change? Everything is within range.
Catch the frequency shift, feel the air start to move. I'm stepping out the box and I'm finding my groove. From the low-res life to the 4K dream, I'm a different kind of monster, a different kind of being. Frequency shift, I'm tuned in now. Frequency shift, let me show you how. Crystal clear, no more interference, just the truth. Adjust your dials, I'm on a different way now. They said they heard a voice, but the room was empty. Yeah, step into the dark. I don't walk through the door, I just drift through the drywall. Lyrical poltergeist, I'm the one they fly call. When the track is sounding dead and it needs a little spirit, I put the haunting in the speakers every time they hear it. Look, no reflection in the mirror when I'm spitting these bars. I'm a celestial body, I'm in the space between stars. Got a cold-blooded flow, leave it chill on the mic. I'm the nightmare that you're having on the midsummer night. You can lock all the windows, you can bolt every gate, but you can't stop a force that's determined by fate. I'm the rattle in the attic, I'm the shadow on the floor. I'm the rhyme that you heard but haven't seen before. There's a ghost in the booth, can't you see the steam rise? I'm a phantom with the rhythm and the fire in my eyes. You can try to catch the smoke, you can try to cage the wind, but I'm already gone by the time the bars begin. Ghost in the booth, in every track. Ghost in the booth, and there's no turning back. Spitting ectoplasm, yeah, I'm dripping on the beat. Got the industry shivering, the feeling the heat. I don't need a physical phone to make a physical impact. I'm the fine print written in the devilish contract. Unseen, unheard until the bass starts thumping. And I'm jumping out the shadows, got the adrenaline pumping. I'm a legend, I'm a myth, I'm a whisper in the hall. The one who stayed standing when the rest had to fall. I'm not a man, I'm a frequency. I'm not a name, I'm a legacy. You can't kill what was never alive. I'm the only one left who is destined to thrive. There's a ghost in the booth. Can't you see the steam rise? I'm a phantom with the
fire in my eyes. You can try to catch the smoke, you can try to catch the wind, but I'm already gone by the time the bars begin. Ghost and the ghost haunting every track. Ghost and the ghost, and there's no turning back. Did you hear that? Probably just the wind, or maybe it was me.
They all want the throne until they feel the weight. It's lonely up here, man. The view is great, but the air is thin. I climbed a mountain just to see what I could see. Now I'm surrounded by people who want a piece of me. Every handshake feels like a background check. Every gold chain feels like a noose around my neck. I used to sleep soundly on the mattress on the floor. Now I'm staring at the ceiling behind the dead-bolted door. The higher you go, the more the wind wants to blow you off. They cheer for your rise, but they're waiting for the cough. Keep your head up, that's what they always say. But gravity works harder on the kings of the day. It's a gilded cage, it's a beautiful trap, trying to find my way back without a compass or a map. And they don't tell you that the heavy is the crown. It's a long way up, but it's a hard way down. Everyone's a friend when the sun is shining bright, but everyone's a ghost in the middle of the night. Yeah, heavy is the crown. It's pulling on my brow. I won the whole world, but I'm losing me now. My circle got smaller, but the sharks got bigger. Everybody's finger is twitching on a trigger. They love the silhouette, they hate the human soul. They want the fire, but they won't carry the coal. I'm tired of the objects, I'm tired of the yes men. I'm looking for a truth in a world of guess when. I got the jewels, I got the velvet and the silk, but I'm tasting the poison in the honey and the milk. It's not just the gold, it's the secrets I hold, it's the stories untold, it's the way I got cold. Do you still want it? Do you still want the rain? Can you handle the glory if it's wrapped in the pain? And they don't tell you that the heavy is the crown. It's a long way up, but it's a hard way down. Everyone's a friend when the sun is shining bright, but everyone's a ghost in the middle of the night. Yeah, heavy is the crown. It's pulling on my brow. I won the whole world, but I'm losing me now. Take it back. If this is what it costs, I'd rather be a king of nothing. Heavy, so heavy. So heavy. Yeah. 3 a.m. The world is sleeping, but the vision is wide awake. Let's get it. The city's gone quiet, the street lights are humming, while everybody's dreaming. I can hear the karma coming. Blue light from the monitor, blowing on my skin, counting up the hours where the working life begin. I'm a ghost in the kitchen, making caffeine my fuel, breaking every limit they taught us back in school. They see the final product, they don't see the heavy eyes. They don't see the lonely Saturdays on the ink black skies. I'm burning the midnight oil just to keep the furnace hot. I'm carving out a kingdom in this tiny little plot, while the neighbors dream of winning, I'm awake and taking aim, building something solid that can carry through the name. Burning midnight oil, watch the smoke begin to rise. I got silver in my pocket and the starlight in my eyes. Keep the shadows for the rest, I'll take the flicker and the flame. By the time the sun is up, they're gonna recognize the game. Midnight oil, it's a slow burn soul. Midnight oil, till I reach the whole goal. My shadow on the wall is the only one who knows the depth of the hunger and how the fever grows. I traded comfort for the grind, traded parties for the pen. I'll do it all tonight, then I'll do it all again. No shortcuts in the dark, just the rhythm of the beat and the sound of my ambition hitting pavement on the street. They sleep on my potential, yeah, they tucked them pretty tight, but you can't catch a man who's been running through the night. Sunrise is the finish line, sunset is the start. I put the heavy lifting in the chambers of my heart. The moon is my witness, the silence is my friend. I'm working on the beginning while they're waiting for the end. Burning midnight oil, watch the smoke begin to rise. I got silver in my pocket and the starlight in my eyes. Keep the shadows for the rest, I'll take the flicker and the flame. By the time the sun is up, they're gonna recognize the game. Midnight oil, it's a slow burn soul. Midnight oil, till I reach the whole goal. The sky's turning gray. Time to close the blinds and let them have the day. But I'm already 5 miles ahead. Midnight oil, still burning. They say their eyes are the windows to the soul. But sometimes I don't like what's looking back. Let's be real for a second. Staring at the glass until the edges start to blur. Thinking about the person that I was and who I were. I see the wrinkles by my eyes. Everyone's a story told of the lies I let simmer and the truths I couldn't hold. You talk a big game when the crowd is in the room, but in the bathroom silence it's a different kind of doom. The reflections got questions that I'm not prepared to answer. Regret is in my chest, growing steady like a cancer. I'm pointing at the man in the silver and the gray, asking why he threw the best parts of himself away. He doesn't say a word, he just mimics every move, like we're both just shadows with nothing left to prove. It's just some mirror talk, a conversation with the ghost, or the version of myself that I used to love the most. I'm stripping off the mask, I'm looking at the flaws, the cracks in the foundation and the breaking of the laws. Yeah, it's mirror talk, just me and my reflection, searching for a spark in the middle of rejection. You see that scar on the chin? That's from running from the past, thinking I was built of iron, but I'm really made of glass. And the way I look away when the gaze gets too intense, that's the guilt sitting heavy, that's the lack of a defense. I've been chasing after shadows, I've been building on the sand, while the man in the mirror watch the hourglass in his hand. He knows every secret, every maybe, every if. He's the only one who sees me when the world is sounding stiff. Don't blink, don't look away. If you can't face yourself, how you gonna face the day? The glass doesn't lie, even when you want it to. It's the only honest thing left in the room, just you. It's just some mirror talk, a conversation with the ghost, or the version of myself that I used to love the most. I'm stripping off the mask, I'm looking at the flaws, the cracks in the foundation and the breaking of the laws. Yeah, it's mirror talk, just me and my reflection, searching for a spark in the middle of rejection. I'm staying right here until I like what I see. No more hiding, just me and him.
play music. Won't play music. Lost in the neon shadows, where the colors start to bleed. I'm finding everything that I didn't know I need. Underneath the static in the artificial sun, I'm a silhouette in motion. I'm the only living one. Neon shadows, we're dancing in the dark. Neon shadows, looking for a spark. Open music, AI. Open music, AI. My eyes are wide open, but I'm living in a dream. Everything is sharper than it's ever really been. I see the lonely faces in the 24-hour shops. The cycle never slows down and the engine never stops. We're all just pulses moving through a giant motherboard, looking for a frequency that we can all afford. I've got the window down, feeling the electric breeze, floating through the city with the digital ease. Pink light, blue smoke. The city is a promise or a hollow-hearted joke. But tonight the light is mine. Read it. Lost in the neon shadows, where the colors start to bleed. I'm finding everything that I didn't know I need. Underneath the static and the artificial sun, I'm a silhouette in motion. I'm the only living one. Neon shadows, we're dancing in the dark. Neon shadows, looking for a spark. Open music, AI. Open music, AI. The sun's gonna rise, but the glow won't fade. I'm a shadow in the neon.
One more word and the whole thing rips. We're living on the edge of a fool, yeah. I'm walking on a surface that's starting to translucent, trying to find a reason, but the logic is useless. You can see right through me, see the ink on the back, see the way I'm leaning, see the start of the crack. We built a whole kingdom out of stationary dreams. Now it's coming apart at the perforated seams. I'm holding my breath so the wind doesn't blow the last little bit of the life that we know. It's a fragile state, it's a delicate dance, giving the ghost of a love one last chance. But the friction is high and the substance is low, and there's nowhere left for the spirit to go. And we're just paper thin, waiting for the rain to wash away the ink and to soften the pain. One little spark and we're gone in a flash, turning the forever into gray-colored ash. Paper thin, you can tear me with a sigh. Paper thin, watch the light pass us by. Fold me into shapes, try to make me a plane, try to fly away from the guilt and the shame. But I'm heavy with the words that I haven't quite said, crumpled up like a note at the foot of the bed. There's no depth here, just a surface of lies reflecting the hollow in both of our eyes. We're a sketch in a notebook, a line in the sand, slipping through the fingers of a trembling hand. How many times can you fix it, my friend? Once the crease is there, the damage is permanent. And we're just paper thin, waiting for the rain to wash away the ink and to soften the pain. One little spark and we're gone in a flash, turning the forever into gray-colored ash. Paper thin, you can tear me with a sigh. Paper thin, watch the light pass us by. Careful where you step, the floor is made of memories, and they're starting to rip paper thin. Geometry of a broken heart, looking at the same horizon, but we're on different tracks, and they don't intersect, not anymore. Not anymore. I can see you right there, just an arm's length away, walking through the shadows of our common yesterday. We're keeping the same pace, breathing the same air, but there's an invisible wall in the space that we share. You're staring at the sun, I'm looking at the moon. Both of us hum the same melancholy tune, but the distance between us is a constant cold math. Two separate souls on a one-way path. No matter how fast, no matter how far, we're destined to stay exactly where we are, side by side, but a world apart. The perfect symmetry of a fractured heart, and we're just parallel lines running through the dark, waiting for a bend that'll never leave a mark. So close I can hear you, so far I can't touch the science of losing the one I love too much. Yeah, parallel lines, never gonna meet. Parallel lines on a dead-end street. Yeah, on a dead-end street. Yeah, 0 degrees of inclination, no deviation, just a steady state of emotional isolation. I remember when we used to cross, when we used to collide, when our worlds were a mess and we lived on the inside. Now we're straightened out, yeah, we're polished and clean, two perfect vectors in a digital machine. I'm watching your shadow move in time with my own, the closest I've been to feeling completely alone. If I lean to the left, if you veer to the right, could we break the geometry just for the night? But the rules don't bend and the tracks don't end, with just a pair of lines that'll never transcend. And we're just parallel lines running through the dark, waiting for a bend that'll never leave a mark. So close I can hear you, so far I can't touch the science of losing the one I love too much. Yeah, parallel lines, never gonna meet. Parallel lines on a dead-end street. Found an old shoebox in the back of the closet. Man, we look so young, before the world got its hands on us. Yeah, I'm shaking the picture just to see the colors bleed. Back when the bike in the backpack was all we'd ever need. Summer of 16, leaning on a rusted fence, before we knew what consequence or distance meant. There's Mike in the back with the grin, and the backwards cap, before he got caught in the cycle, before he fell in the trap. And Sarah's laughing at a joke I can't remember now. Time is a thief, yeah, it really shows you how. The edges are yellow and the corners are frayed, like the promises we kept and the ones we betrayed. It's a frozen moment in a world that's moving fast, trying to catch a shadow of a life that didn't last. And we're just trapped in these Polaroid frames, a collection of faces and a list of forgotten names. I'm looking at the ghosts of the kids we used to be, staring of a world I'll never see again. It's all just paper and ink, gone in the time that it takes you to blink. Just Polaroid frames. Yeah, I touch the glossy surface like I'm touching a ghost, missing the people that I think I needed the most. Now we're just squares on a screen or a happy birthday text, always wondering who's gonna be the missing next. Some of us made it out, some of us stayed behind, some of us lost our way, some of us lost our mind. But in this 4x4 we're all still on the same team, living out the highlights of a fading 90s dream. Don't let the chemicals fade, don't let the memories shade. I give it all back just to be in that sun before the counting started back when we were one. And we're just trapped in these Polaroid frames, a collection of faces and a list of forgotten names. I'm looking at the ghosts of the kids we used to be, staring at a version of a world I'll never see again. It's all just paper and gone in the time that it takes you to blink. Just Polaroid frames. I put them back in a box now. It hurts too much to look, but I'm glad we were there. I'm glad we were us. Flash, gone. Can you hear me? Is anyone there? Yeah, checking the signal. 1, 2. Is it me? Or is the whole world breaking up? Screaming in the vacuum, but the oxygen is thin. Trying to find a frequency to let the message in. I see your lips moving, but I'm catching every third word like a frequency jammer on a flight of a bird. We're sitting at the table, but we're miles apart. Digital distance in the chambers of the heart. I sent 1,000 signals, but they're bouncing off the satellites, lost in the glow of the flickering city lights. Too many voices, too much noise in the air. I'm looking for a connection that isn't even there. It's a cellular ghost, it's a glitch in the code. Trying to find a map on a dark winding road, and it's just static on the line, buzzing in my ear. The more I try to speak, the less you seem to hear. White noise rising like a flood in the room, a hollow conversation in the valley of gloom. Static on the line, cutting through the gray, searching for a signal in a cold, empty space. Drop calls and seen receipts with no reply. The art of the conversation is starting to die. We're broadcasting ourselves to a million strangers, but we can't tell the person next to us about the dangers. I'm tuned to a station that doesn't exist anymore, pacing back and forth on a pixelated floor. My bars are a zero, but my spirit is a peak, trying to find the language that we used to speak. Wait, did you hear that? For a second, it was clear. Before the hum, before the fear, I'm still here, I'm still. And it's just static on the line, buzzing in my ear. The more I try to speak, the less you seem to hear. White noise rising like a flood in the room, a hollow conversation in the valley of gloom. Static on the line, cutting through the gray, searching for a signal in the cold, empty space. Signal lost. Please hang up and try again. Or maybe don't. Maybe the silence is the only thing that's true. Static. I'm looking at the screen and the numbers are red, calculating how to keep a roof over my head. $5 in the pocket, 2 days to
to the check, with a mountain of the world sitting heavy on my neck. I'm dining on a prayer and a cup of tap water, trying to be a provider, a son and a father. But the math doesn't add when the subtractions are constant, and the world keeps spinning while you're stuck in the nonsense. They say money makes the world go round. Well, I'm stationary, stuck in the cycle that's feeling legendary. But that hollow pocket doesn't mean a hollow mind. I'm digging for the gold that the rich will never find. Zero balance in the bank, but the spirit's on 10. I'm picking up the pieces and I'm starting again. You can't bankrupt a man who's got nothing to lose. I'm walking out the deck in these worn out shoes. Yeah, it's a zero balance, but I'm rich in the grit. I'm too far invested to ever call it quit. Yeah, I remember every overdraft notice in the mail. Every time I felt like I was destined to fail, watching people flash the plastic while I'm counting out the copper. Just a window shopping, dreaming, not a high rolling shopper. But the hunger in the belly is a fire in the booth, and the struggle is the only thing that's telling me the truth. I've learned more from the zero than I ever did from plenty. How to make a dollar stretch when I only had 20. My vision, my doubt, I'm balancing the books until I find a way out. No credit, no favor, just a label of love, watching for the lightning from the heavens above. Zero balance in the bank, but the spirit's on 10. I'm picking up the pieces and I'm starting again. You can't bankrupt a man who's got nothing to lose. I'm walking out the deck in these worn out shoes. Yeah, it's a zero balance, but I'm rich in the grit. I'm too far invested to ever call it quit. Keep the change. I'm building something you can't buy. Wealth is a mindset. Zero balance, full heart. Next chapter.